All right, hi there. Hopefully your week has been going well. This is just another AP Psych update. You should be working on your intelligence worksheet and your Unit 5 Part 2 in-class FRQ for the past couple of days now. Just a reminder that all of that should be submitted to Schoology Friday at midnight. Okay, so that's the last time I'm going to talk about that. If you have any questions, ask the sub, which I believe is Dr. Chapino. But like I said, I'm recording all of this kind of ahead of time. Worst case scenario, just email me and I'll forward it on to the right place. So, that being said, two additional things for you guys for this unit. The first thing is that on Tuesday, we are going to be having a fishbowl discussion on intelligence. It's going to be an opportunity to step back from looking at kind of the dense AP Psych verbiage around intelligence and a time for you guys just to kind of talk about intelligence in a more practical, real world way. And I totally wish I was going to be there for that with you guys. And then your other kind of piece for over the long weekend, or in class today, depending on what you're up for, is to complete the College Board Unit 5 assessment. This is graded by completion, not by your actual score. So you have two options. One is to take it closed note to see how you do and then review. And the second is to either do it open note or with a classmate, just to kind of go through and take notes on the concepts as you go. But everyone does need to submit this on their own. So if you're working with a partner, you both need to complete it. And this is due January 18th at 8 a.m. So you do have a long weekend to do this. And then finally, the other thing you should be doing over the weekend is preparing for the fishbowl discussion and for the Unit 5 Part 2 test on January 20th. So that's not next Tuesday, but next Thursday. And as a reminder, because it is our first College Board assessment, it will be open note, but this is the last time. We're shifting gears to College Board assessments, and from here on out, after January 20th, it will be closed note. So let's take a look at the fishbowl instructions. They're on Schoology. So you guys have been learning about a lot of different theorists and kind of some dense stuff around test construction. So I wanted you guys to get a chance to take off your AP test brain hat and to kind of think about intelligence from a more real world perspective as it impacts you all, who are in school taking tests and who are preparing for things like the SATs. So this is an informal discussion, and it's going to be centered around talking about some of those complexities as it relates to intelligence. And so I'm going to ask you guys to reflect on the following questions. The first one is, in your own opinion, what is intelligence? Is there a difference between being intelligent and being smart? Can anyone be intelligent if they try hard enough, or is it something that's really innate in us? What does it mean to be emotionally intelligent? Can emotional intelligence be learned? If so, how can it be learned? And if not, why do you think it's a fixed trait? Should we use tests like the IQ test to measure intelligence? If not, why? If yes, in what circumstances? How can aptitude tests like the SAT or the ACT impact a student's academic future? Should we use them? If not, why not? If yes, in what circumstances? I am assuming you guys will have a lot of opinions on this, and I wish I was there to hear them all. In what ways have you felt that schools kill creativity and genuine curiosity by focusing too much on tests, grades, and achievements? Do you think we should get rid of grades at Carondelet? Maybe that will come up in conversation. Which has a greater impact on our intelligence, nature, or nurture? That is, our genes or the environment that we were raised in. Obviously, it's probably going to be a little bit of both, but I think it would still be fun to argue out. What environmental factors do people face or experience that negatively impact their cognitive ability? The book definitely gets into this, but kind of go ahead and open up the floor on this to wherever you guys want to go. What social implications does this have for the way that we treat our most vulnerable groups of people in society? And then finally, in what ways might racism, sexism, and prejudice play a factor in assessing intelligence? Okay, so on the day of the fishbowl discussion, it's going to be very similar to how we did talking to strangers. where you will spend time either in the inner circle or the outer circle first and then switch. On the day of the discussion, you don't know which set of questions you're going to be assigned, but you'll be assigned 4 of the questions to discuss when you're in the inner circle. So you should prepare for them all, but you'll only be discussing 4 when your group is in the inner circle. And then when you're on the outer circle, you guys are going to be listening, paying attention, and posting some thoughts and feelings on a Schoology discussion board. And all of those instructions will be posted on the day of. But essentially, when you're on the inner circle, you'll talk about the questions that are assigned to your group. And when you're on the outer circle, you'll be listening and posting on Schoology with your thoughts, feelings, reflections from what your classmates are saying on the inner circle. And then later that evening, you'll reply to 3 of your classmates' posts, but we'll go ahead and tackle that on Tuesday. On the 18th for period 3, our students K through Z will be in the inner circle first. A through J will be in the last half hour of class. And then for my 7th period, J through Z will begin, and our A through H students will be in the outer circle first, and then in the inner circle in the last 30 minutes of class, okay? So there's some requirements for the discussion, and I've also posted some extra resources on Schoology for you guys to just kind of peruse, to kind of get your creative juices flowing as you guys take notes for this fishbowl discussion, okay? I think that's a lot of me talking. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me or the sub know. And I'm looking forward to whatever you guys come up with on the fishbowl discussion on Tuesday the 18th.